Welcome to another travel product review. Today we're going to review the Biscayne Bay Celebrity Homes Sightseeing Cruise in Miami. And before we get started, I wanted to let you know that all of our reviews are favorable. So you're not going to hear us talking about anything negative, but what we want to do is talk about what we find going to look at their listing on GetYourGuide and see if we can point out a couple things that you might be interested in knowing just because we know the industry a little bit better. But all this is just to help you make your decision before purchasing that ticket. All right, let's get started. Now, when I first look at any listing, I first look at the name Biscayne Bay Celebrity Homes Sightseeing Cruise. And what I want to do first is I want to make sure that the pictures match the description or the title of the product. Now, this is actually my son. He's in this picture. I took this picture. The next picture is of this Fiesta boat cruising out. This is a picture of a celebrity home. This is another picture of somebody looking and taking pictures of the celebrity home. I believe I took this picture as well. This is an aerial view of Star Island. This is a couple who's having a couple cocktails. I took these pictures as well. And I'm kind of clicking through just to kind of see, those are pictures of my kids as well. And I think what these pictures do, it gives you a good sense that Biscayne Bay Celebrity Homes Sightseeing Cruise, it kind of answers all those questions. And that's the first thing that I like to do anytime I come across a new listing. I think other people do the same thing when they visit a product on a company like GetYourGuide, and then they quickly glance down. I think the next thing you look at is how many reviews the company has, and then maybe just the listing of the company. Fiesta Cruises of Miami, it seems like the company that's operating this tour is the company who's listing it. And that's good to know, because sometimes there's a lot of tour guides that post something, or there's some other people that might post something similar to this, but you get to know that this company is the one that's actually listing this product on the website. And then I kind of just quickly glance down as free cancellation, reserve now, pay later. That's something that GetYourGuide offers. The duration is 1.5 hours, and a live tour guide, English and Spanish, and wheelchair accessible. Now, I've been doing these reviews for a while. The only thing I would like to see when I see these, wheelchair accessible, I'd like to see a picture and go back and look at the picture and see if there's a picture that shows what that wheelchair accessibility looks like, because it's different for everybody. Now, the next thing I want to take a look at is when do they offer this? It looks like they offer this every day. And when I click on the availability, what I'm looking to see is how many times they offer this. So they offer 12:30, 3, and 5. And when I come back in here, the other thing I want to notice, especially on GetYourGuide, is to see if there's any discounts for any day of the week. Right now, this listing does not have any discounts. It doesn't show a different price for weekends versus during the week, so that's good to know. And then I think a lot of times people just look and glance over this information. So they'll read some of this, see the stunning mansions of some of the most famous celebrities, learn fascinating details about Miami's history, get the best views of Miami skyline, catch a glimpse of Palm, Star, Fisher, and Hibiscus Islands, as well as South Beach. You don't really see South Beach, you see behind South Beach, so that's always good to know. And then a double deck boat with open windows and a shared deck. Now, and that's kind of some other listings. Listen, Biscayne Bay Mansion Sightseeing Cruise. These are all different sightseeing cruises in conjunction. Now, there's only one review, and the thing I want to talk about when it comes to reviews, first of all, I want to let you know that when you go to a different area, you got to expect the weather to be a big important part of this. We're from Miami, so it gets super humid, super hot, and there's storms that come in and out. You can't control it. So a lot of times when I see this information or people review, this one doesn't have any negative reviews, but a lot of times people say it was hot, the weather was poor, and it was humid, there's no air conditioning. And if you kind of go up into this listing, you'll see that it doesn't say that there's air conditioning on this vessel or any vessels. Now, if we looked at other sightseeing cruise, they should really put that there's air conditioning on the vessel. And so the meeting point, and so what I want to do, I'm going to go off of this a little bit because I always think it's extremely important to show what, I never put my timer. I always do that. Let's go ahead and go down to about 6 minutes and 26 seconds left. What I like to do before I go anywhere else is I like to go ahead and search online to see what I can find by just taking the title and searching elsewhere. Because I think that's what a lot of people do, is they take that title and they search offline to see what they can find. And so right here, Biscayne Bay Celebrity Homes Cruise. This has a 5-star rating. Let's take a look with 565 reviews. So even GetYourGuide is doing another ad, so to speak. It's a sponsored post. And so when you click on that already, they're going to go to a couple different products that kind of shares the same thing. So that's always good to know. The reason why I do that is because I think people search in the same way. They want to come across a product and they want to search offline as well. And what I'm trying to do here is look Viator's around with that same description. Let's see who's posting here. You got Miami. So there's a couple different options. And I always just like to see, because this is what people do when they search, right? They go to a product, they see, and then they want to see. And what I'm doing is trying to see if I can find the company. And this is the company, Fiesta Cruises. So that's when I mentioned that the Fiesta Cruises of Miami, if somebody wanted to Google the name instead, and then kind of search that, you can kind of see that Fiesta Cruises would come up. And that's what I like to do when I do any type of review, marketing review. I like to kind of present that as that's what people might search. So you want to try to match that. You want to try to look. If I go back to this listing, this broader listing with this description of Biscayne Bay Celebrity Homes Sightseeing Cruise, you'll have some competing products. And so again, all you're trying to do is look for how much people are paying. This is a $35, where Fiesta Cruises is $34, so you're saving $1 by going. So they're kind of on they're a little competitively priced. And then Biscayne Bay Celebrity Homes, these are the top listings. And here I'm kind of doing the same thing. This one, I just want to look at the competition of what you got going out. I want to see who's this listing by, right? Because this is the competing companies. And so that's where, you know, I just like to point this out because that's what people kind of look for. So Miami Info Tours is the one that puts this on. And if we just come back to this listing, this is where I want to kind of share that. Let me come and go up here. Is that this is a pretty decent listing. The one thing I want to mention of all these things is that pretty much a lot of these companies are doing the same type of sightseeing cruise. It's really based upon the boat and the type of employees that put that narration on. Fiesta Cruises does a really good job of making it fun, making it enjoyable, and you save $1 when you go with them. Otherwise, that's what a listing, that's what this product review for the Biscayne Bay Celebrity Homes Sightseeing Cruise looks like. And we are getting some comments, some other things. But what I always want to do is just share that what we do here is we try to give you some information, give you some feedback when it comes to different products that you find on GetYourGuide. I want to let you know that if you found this video helpful, please put a link in the video's description. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you're interested in purchasing this product, we'll put a link in the description as well so you can make a purchase. Otherwise, we hope that you found this video helpful, and we'll hope that your trip to Miami is enjoyable.